Like, fucked around Indian bud right there by mistake. Yeah, lesson. Shit, my pocket fat. So like, y'all. The lesson is gonna be the Father God Yahweh, which is his name in the Hebrew tongue, is giving the kingdom to his son Yahushua, and is given to the saints to the saints of his people, which are men. So I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Christ Das, double honor to Apostle GMS, double honor to the hopefully elect. You know, the elect men, the 144,000, the governors of the kingdom. We can make this a short lesson. Lord willing, to be a short lesson. I'm not promising to be a short lesson, but you know, I ain't doing nothing. Bring out a little something, you know. So, yeah. So the kingdom of heaven is for the men. So like now on this side, you know, we in Babylon the Great, which is you know, so-called AKA America, that you will call America. You call America, the men that be at the bottom. Like I was thinking about bringing this lesson a different way. I was meditating in my head on the way back from work. You know, all during the day I was meditating how I could bring it out, because like us men, man, we don't have nothing on this side, man. You know, we don't have much. We think we have something, but we don't got nothing. We don't own nothing here. You know, we don't own ourselves. We don't own our women. We don't own our children. We don't own our land. Like, you don't better own nothing. You don't own a house. You don't own land. You know, you don't really own a car, you know. Because if you own a car, suppose if you own a vehicle, it's your car, but guess what? You can't drive it unless you got insurance. You can't drive it unless you have a license. That's when you have a license, you don't own yourself. That's when you got to show identification who you are. So in the kingdom of heaven, you don't have to show no identification who you are, because people are going to already know who you are. So let's prove that we don't own nothing here. So let's get Luke chapter 12 and verse 32, right? We start at verse 32 to 34. And it reads, "Fear not, little flock." So who the little flock is? The children, the children of Israel, because we like unto children, right? Even though we be in our old ages, you know, we might have the gray hair, the baldness going in our head, you know, whatever. And you might be up age that you think today, you know, you might be like, spoiled. I mean, I'm 32. I might be older than that. I might be younger than that. Because according to what this devil did, he messed up the time, so we don't know where we coming or going. So this says, St. Luke chapter 12 and verse 32 says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." So the Yahushua written in red. You see this written in red. Written in red, baby. Yahushua say is your Father's. It's me, our Father's. His Father, which is our Father, is Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have and give alms. It's me, sell that ye have, go sell the knowledge, like, you know, give the knowledge, like we doing now. We teaching the Bible, we preaching the Bible, we preaching the words that coming out. We speaking the words to existence out of the book. That's me, we selling what we have and giving on. We're doing it cheerfully. Provide yourself bags which wax hot, wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approach it, neither moth corrupt. That's mean this is it's everlasting. It will never get old. See, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So you put to keep your mind on the kingdom. Everybody, most everyone you see don't have their mind on the kingdom. Don't have their mind on the law coming and giving them good pleasure, get good treasure. They don't have their treasures in heaven. So the elect men gonna have their treasure in heaven. You want to escape this society. So a lot of our brothers escape society like getting drunk. They want to, cause we subject to payments. We subject to this. We subject to that. We gotta buy this and buy that. Our wood is sold unto us. Our water is sold unto us. Our food is sold unto us, and not sold from our own people. We gotta buy from the corporations. So we don't have nothing. So let's get on St. James, like James' brother, Apostle James. You can see that he's apostle. Chapter 2 and verse 5. Chapter 2 verse 5 says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, had not Yahweh chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he had promised to them that love him? But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? Do not ye," that's all I want, I believe. Yeah. "Do not they blaspheme the worthy name with that," hold on, so like in verse 7, "Do not they blaspheme the worthy name by the which ye are called." And they blaspheme our name. They call us black. They call us Natives American. They call us Indians. They call us Mexicans. They call us Latinos. They call us Haitians. They call us Jamaicans, you know. They call us Cubans. What else they call us? Dominicans, you know. I'm talking about the 12 tribes. We called by different names except for Yasharala. You don't want them to be called the children of God. If we call ourselves the children of God, they want to be called the children of God, like the other nations want to be called children of God too, because they read certain scripture we just read for the ones that let's read it. St. James chapter 2, so like it. And verse 5 says, "Hearken, my brethren, my beloved brethren, had not God had chosen the rich of this world, rich in faith, and the heirs of the kingdom, which he had promised to them that love him." So he calling not the ones he calling the ones rich in faith, not rich and you got possessions. So the true men, they ain't rich in possessions. We don't have nothing. We don't own nothing due to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. So we ain't getting the blessings. Everybody else getting the blessings. All the other nations getting the blessings besides us. They own the stuff. Chinese man owns something. And the Japanese man owns something. The African man owns something. The white man owns something. Niggas, you don't own nothing. You don't own shit. So you supposed to be rich in faith. Right? So let's get Revelation chapter 2. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 24. And it reads, I'm sorry, I want to get. Yeah. "But unto you I say, unto the rest in Tirana, as many as have not this doctrine," which is the doctrine we have, the doctrine of Jezebel, which is, you read up a little bit, a falsehood, "and which have not known the depths of Satan, as they speak. I will put unto you no other burden, but that which ye have already, hold fast until I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end." Oh, slack, yeah, hold on. That shit gonna cut off. Slack. Let me read that again. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 24. "But unto you I say, and unto the rest in Tirana, I can't pronounce it. As many as have not this doctrine, and which have not known the depths of Satan, as they speak, I will put unto you no other burden, but that which ye have already hold fast until I come. And he that overcometh keep my works until the end. To him will I give power over the nation. So when they say verse 25, say, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. I don't mean you should hold fast the false doctrine. If you hold fast the false doctrine, how the hell the Lord will come and bless you? Say, well, since you hold on to whatever that is, I'm going to still give you the kingdom just because you hold on. No, he to hold on to the truth. And it says, verse 28. No, verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. Rulership. As the vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father. And I will give him the morning star. He that had an ear, let him hear what the Spirit has said unto the churches. See right there, that's a parable the Lord is saying. He said, whoever hold on, stay in the truth, endure to the end, don't fall out, I'm going to give you what my Father want to give me. That's what he gave me already, I already got it for you. You going to get get what I get. So who don't want that? So let's get Revelation chapter 21 and verse 1. I'm going to start at verse 1. So we get to Salaki. And it says, a new heaven and a new earth. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, which is not new. It just renewed. It's a different thinking, a different mind frame. It's not the building you see. Like you'll see the high tall script is not with concrete. The roads got concrete. You know, it's not that, man. You got a better. It's new. It's something nobody never seen before, man. You know? And it says, for the first heaven and the first earth were wiped away. The memory of the earth, everything you see, everything you thought about, everything you think that's cool, and everything you think that's what can I put it? You think that's glorified. The Lord said, that ain't shit. That's wiped away. And it says, yeah, and there was no more sea. And I saw, and John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride, adoring herself, adored for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God. And power and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. See that? Everything you think of is passed away. Everything you hate seeing here, everything you hate hearing here, it's gone. It is written. It didn't happen. I'm gonna tell you right now, this book didn't happen. We just living it out. We just living it out. That's all we do. We living it out. We looking at this. We watching this thing. For the back, like a better word. And it says, verse 5. And he that sat up on the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, it is done. See? It is done. It's happened already. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire. In the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So when the Lord come back, he coming with destruction, he coming with salvation, to give you everything, man. So lose on this side. Why not lose? Why not be a loser here? Why not be last here? If you know you finna get this stuff forever and ever and ever, you will never die. You got a whole brand new body, all brand new everything, all new everything, man. So, like that song with Lil Wayne made back in the day. Mr. Brand New, everything brand new. You know, shoes brand new, cars brand new, everything brand new. That's how you gonna get everything brand new. Unless there ain't gonna be no cars, ain't gonna be no shoes, nigga. You might float. You might even touch the ground. That's brand new. That's never been saw before. You know, streets paved with gold. Your streets is made of gold, man. Marbles, all type. Let's read it. Matter of fact, let's go to the next chapter. Let me see how I can get it. Revelation chapter 22. And no. I'm going to start at verse 9. Revelation chapter 21, verse 9 says, the new Jerusalem. And there came unto me one of the seven angels which had the seven vials filled of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of the heaven from Yahweh, having the glory of Yahweh, and her light was like unto the stone of precious, most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and all the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So if you ain't an Israelite, you can't get in this kingdom. It's not whoever believe a spiritual Jerusalem. No, if you ain't physical Israelite, you can't get in this kingdom here. It's VIP only, for the best only. Deuteronomy 7:6. I didn't choose indeed to be a special people. This for the special people. VIP only. And you don't need no card. You don't need no you bring your identification, where your Jerusalem card at. No, you gonna know, because you gonna be changed. Everybody else gonna be a little puny mule. You have flesh. You ain't gonna have all that shit, man. That flesh shit gone. And it says, verse 13, on the east three gates, on the north 3 gates, the 12 tribes of Israel say, on the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, and on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates, and the wall of the city, has 12 foundations, the 12 tribes of Israel, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. The names written on each one of them. They had 12 apostles. Which for this gate for this south gate with 3 of them, they got 3 gates with 3 different names on it, which is from the 12 apostles. Verse 15. On each side. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof, and the city length 4 square, and the length is a large as the breadth, and he measured the city with the reed 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man. Now, who that is? People think, you ain't no New Jerusalem, the third temple to be built. No, the men are the 12, are the temple, baby. The men. The 144,000, the government. Now, of course, we have we gonna have a palace, we can have a city. You can have a city and everything, but at the same time, these men that these showing what the Lamb showed them was men. He measured the men, and he all was equal size. And it says, that is of the angels. So the men gonna be like angels. They're gonna be like angels, the governors. Verse 18, and the building of the wall, of it was of jasper, and it was brown, brown colored. And the city was pure gold. Now the city gonna be pure gold too, like unto clear crystal. That's when you can look at yourself in the street, man. You don't no need for a damn mirror. The hell you need a mirror for? You don't need a mirror. Everything gonna be brand new. It's clean. We had servants to clean our streets. Like you got street sweepers every fucking way sweeping up the streets. You know, the trash, and we had no damn trash on our shit. You ain't better have no dust. You can have we have a nigga on the job 24/7 cleaning the streets. Cleaning the streets. That's all I might want to get right there. Yeah, that's all I want to get right there, man. I just want to show you that. So let's get Matthew chapter 19. How did this do? Matthew chapter 19. Because you might have to lose a lot to get this thing, man. You have to lose it. Some of us have to lose it. Everything. Not a little bit. Everything. So let's get Matthew chapter 19 and verse 25. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, who then can be saved? Hold on. I'm gonna start at verse 23. The topic is, it is difficult for the rich to enter the kingdom. Verse 23 says, Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man should hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. When his disciples had heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, who then can be saved? But Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with Yahweh all things are possible. So a lot of people like to use that and say you can do all things in the name of Yahushua, you know. But the Lord is saying, he's telling you that a rich man can never get into it. He says it's harder because he gonna care for the things of the world. So if you own a business, you gonna care for your business more than the business of the Most High. You gonna care for building a building of a corner building instead of building the building of the Lord. Which just means we know what it made with our hands. You gotta be a proper man of the Lord. You gotta preach. Yeah, of course we go to work, but I don't own shit. I don't own my job. I work for another man. That's what I'm talking about. If you're an Israelite and think you own some shit, you don't own shit. You ain't supposed to. So let's get verse 27 says, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have thereof? And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, this means now, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. We just read it. Oh, the Spirit, we just read it. Verse 29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, our brethren, our sisters, our father, our mother, our wife, our children, our lands, for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first, man. That's the whole point of it. So you think about want to be on top here, you getting that what you getting. You getting your, let me see, let me match that up. Let me see if I can match that up right quick. Through the spirit of power, y'all about to show y'all something, man. Let's get Matthew chapter 7. I think it's 7. Through the spirit, man. You know. Matthew chapter 7. I think it's 6. Yeah. Just use wisdom when I'm going to bring this out. Just use wisdom, man. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 2. Therefore, when thou doest thy arms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. See, what you're doing is glowing of men. People say, "Oh, you got, I raised my son, you know, whatever. I'm so proud of you, son. You own this." And you watching you do things, and you might give your mama some, might buy your mama, might get rich, you know, get some money, might buy your mama some land, might buy your mama some house. People say, "Oh, you're a good son. He came up, he gave his people this, he gave people that." So don't do your stuff before men, right? Check this out. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward, man. So you get your reward right there, and you gonna miss it in the kingdom, man. So let's get on 2nd Esdras, chapter 7. I already missed this shit today, man. Shit, I could have been anything. Matt is 2nd Esdras chapter 7 and verse 6. I'm gonna start at verse 6. There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in the dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at a time, like a tight rope. We bring it out all the time. Verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, this same city you fight for, trying to stay alive, trying to walk on that tight rope, trying not to fall in the fire, trying not to fall in the water, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I say, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, man. Because for their sake I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statute, then was declared that now is done. See what I'm saying? Check this out, verse 12. Then were the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail, that are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. For the entrance of the elder world were wide and short, and broad and bore the fruit. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them, man. See, it's how hard it is to get this kingdom. People would give up. People gave up already. You give up for this little bit of shit here, you would never was chosen to get it from the first place. So let's get my last scripture, man. You know, I just want to bring something out through the spirit, bro. It took me about a couple of minutes to make this. Because I've been wanting to put it, because we don't own nothing here, man. We don't own shit, bro. And people just so proud, like you got something, man. This car, I pay insurance, I pay car notes. Still don't own this bitch. They still calling me about, I'm behind on car note. You know what I'm saying? And they calling me every fucking week. but I paid, but I'm still behind. But they make sure they call your ass for that. For your bill, you owe this, they sending your mail in the mailbox, or you credit this. Man, look. We trying to get the fuck out of here, man. We holding on the thread. We on the tight rope trying to survive. So it's Daniel chapter 7 and I'm starting at verse 15. The interpretation of the vision. I, Daniel, was grieving in my spirit. Verse 15. I, Daniel, was grieving in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the vision of my head troubled me. That's what I want. Troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by, which is an angel, and asked him of the truth of all. It's the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things that he saw. Hold on. I think that's what I wanted. Verse 17. These great beasts which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, man. So when the Lord come in, because we're going to take this kingdom, man. We're going to take, if the Lord going to come with the angels and take the kingdom, man. And we're going to take it too. I'm going to jump down to verse 26. Hold on, let me get 25. Because this kingdom we in right now, they speaking great words against the Most High. They open up CERN, trying to see the dimensions and everything, trying to go above and beyond. So guess what he did? And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. So you look up the word out, that's mean what I just mentioned. Bills, collections, credit. You owe this, you owe that. You struggle on this, you struggle on that. You barely make it. Living by paycheck to paycheck. Every week, you struggling to save. You trying to save a little something, like at least $100 a month. You can't even do that. Gas going up, food going up. You got to pay for that. You got children, you got to buy them clothes. You got newborns, you got to buy them clothes. You got to buy, God, thank God, the Lord allowed we women to breastfeed now. I'm thinking, breastfeeding stuff, but you still got to deal with that. Then they trying to put you on child support because you live in the same house. They're harassing you, man. That's why I said, and he shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of time. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion. Who the children of Israel? Us. We're going to take away their dominion when the acceptable time has come, to consume and to destroy it to the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him, man. I think I missed the scripture in second Ezra. Yeah, I didn't hit it. I hit it, man. I didn't hit it already. Man, that's all I got right now. It's all I wanted to bring out through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahshua. So I'm give all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, by Shem Kwakadah, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shah, man. For getting this truth. Thank you, Lord, Yahweh, by Shem Yahshua, Yahweh Shah, for down on the cross, so you can give us the full truth, so we can know about these things. You can give it to your service, the saints, the prophets, so we can get into it and we can go share with the people, man. The good thing, this the gospel right here. This the good gospel, rulership. That's the gospel on earth. Matter of fact, let me get that. Man. To get Yahweh Shah also spoken too, man. But I'm gonna get in Isaiah, man. Isaiah 61, because the Lord, that's what He came to do for us, man. You gotta be selfish. Ooh. Hey, I ain't lying, bro. Check this out. Read that right there. Hold up. The work. Hold up. Man, hold on. I want y'all to see it. Shit. Dang. The work of Christ. The work of Christ. Say Christ, but it's Mashiach. The work of Christ. Isaiah 61 and verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord had anointed me to preach good tidings. Where we got it from? Unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captive. Liberty, freedom. See, if the Lord coming to give you freedom, coming to give you liberty, that's when you never had it. He coming to give it to you. You finna. That's why my last lesson was the Lord. We not waiting to be released from captivity. The Lord will come break us out of it. We coming to get broken out of captivity, man. He finna give us liberty. He purchased with his blood. Yeah, the Lord purchases with his blood, with his son blood. But that was spiritual. But now the law for why? If he purchased with his blood, why the owner of us that owned us then? Why did he just don't give him us? Because no, we gonna take it. The law said we're gonna take the kingdom, take it by force. Said to proclaim liberty to the captive, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beautiful ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garments of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified, man. The Lord coming to do all that for his people, man, for his children, that he all might be glorified. And I pray that all y'all was edified, man. So the next time we see each other, man. You know, I hope I might have another lesson. I don't know. With the level, whatever the Lord going to do, we going to do, man. Shalom.